Greetings everyone, this is James Stevens and I wanted to make a quick video to demonstrate the ease of pulling over content from the online course quality guidelines master shell for HWE 100 into your specific HWE 100 section that you're teaching. And this should be something that only needs to be done once, and then you can use in the future semesters, use the import, export, copy components tool in D2L. But if you don't already have these guidelines in place for your current semester, you'll want to watch this video. So ideally you'd have that page open, the master shell open, for which you have access. If you don't have access, just give me a holler and I'll request it for you. You'll also want to have your specific course that needs the guidelines in place. So one of the simplest things to do, come over to the content page, is that as part of the guidelines, we want to have an overview of the course within the Getting Started module, as well as an engaging image, and then a tips for success document for your specific class, and then the checklist, a general checklist for success in online learning. So these documents you can download and then upload to your specific course. That's pretty straightforward and easy to do. What may be a little bit more time consuming is actually getting the specific weekly module overviews along with the image and chapter objectives into your course, and checklist as well. Those are also required elements of these new guidelines. So with this chapter 2 open, I'm going to just click anywhere. As you can see, I can click anywhere in this field. I'm going to go ahead and select the entire section. I'm going to do Control-C. Come over to this course that I'm using for this video to demonstrate how to do this, and I'm going to click on Add a Description and do Control-V and Update. So there we go. That was pretty simple. I've got now the overview, the image, and the chapter objectives within this course. One of the other key things that you should have in your course is the dates within the module title. So you see this instructor has already put those dates in. If you need to edit those from semester to semester, they will not be something that the Manage Dates feature will adjust for you, so you have to do it manually. Just click on the title of the module and you can edit those dates. It takes just a few seconds to do that. Okay, now the checklist, we don't have a checklist yet in this course, but we want to put one in. Now note that in this instructor's course we're in week 2, and in week 2 the instructor is covering chapter 2. So when I created the online course quality guidelines master shell, I put everything in by chapter because I know that it wouldn't make sense with the very many different parts of terms that we offer to put things in by week number, because some people teach 15 weeks, some 13, some 12, some 11. So I entered everything as chapter here within the modules and with the checklist. So you need to take that into account accordingly. If you have a week, as many instructors do, where you cover multiple chapters, then you will need to include both overviews within your description for that week and both checklists. So right now we have the chapter 2 checklist, and I'm within the online course quality guidelines page. I want to get this checklist into this course. So what I'm going to do is click on the drop down arrow, and this is a HTML file, so I'm going to click on that, edit option. Now obviously these were from the fall semester. They're a good starting point. You can copy and paste these into your course if you think that it makes sense to do that. Some of you may not have the same items that are due from week to week, but we're just going to assume that in this case this instructor does. Now I'm back into this new course shell. I'm going to create a file, and I'm going to Control-V that into the course, and I think I'm actually going to title it Week 2 Checklist as opposed to calling it the Chapter 2 Checklist. And then you can change the dates, change any of the content that you need to. There's a homework due date here, modify that as you need to suit your specific course, and everything looks good. I'll click on Publish, Now we've created this checklist for our students, setting them up for success to complete everything they need to in week 2. But when we come back to the week 2 module, what happens is that checklist ends up at the bottom of the page. Now, it could be viewable there, but we want to ensure that students see that as early as possible in the week. So we're going to drag it up to the top just below, make it the first submodule within week 2. Okay, so looking over what we have here, we have the week 2 title with dates. We have the overview of the chapter or chapters that will be covered, some type of hopefully engaging image, and then the chapter objectives, followed by our week 2 checklist. And so you would just repeat this process for all successive weeks, bearing in mind, again, if you're teaching a part of term course, you may have later weeks in the semester where you're actually covering multiple chapters. So you're going to want to pull over from the master shell. You'll want to pull over both of those chapters, whichever ones that you're covering, pull them into your shell, into the respective week that you'll be covering them. So that's basically it. Pretty straightforward and easy. Don't anticipate that would take too long. One last thing, if you don't want to utilize the existing checklist that was created, then what you would just do is new, create a file, and you would just start from scratch and publish that checklist. Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope this video has been helpful.